Hey YouTube, this is Garrett from Garrett's Tech Lab, back with another video. Today I have a new piece for my studio, for this studio that I'm attempting to build out, and we're going to cover it right now. Cue that intro. Alright, we're back. I'm really excited about this particular piece. We've got the Aputure 100D light. And I've been using these LED light panels. They work okay, but I haven't been really thrilled with how they work. They're either too bright, I just can't seem to dial in the right brightness and eliminate the shadows where I want to. So I'm hoping that this particular light will help me with that. So I have on order another light modifier that I'll cover as soon as I get that in. Let's get to it. I'm really stoked. These are like brand new on the market, and I already have some Aputure lights, and I've been meaning to do a quick review of those, and I will get to those pretty shortly. They're the controllable light bulbs. I started off with a couple of those, and I've been real happy with those. They're also completely LED, and all of these Aputure lights are controlled by their app, which makes it pretty cool. So, packing material. All right, here it is. Let's scoot this back so you guys can see this. This is the 100 watt daylight light. I didn't go for the bicolor because the bicolors typically have less light. So I have 3 Dracast light panels, and while they're pretty good, 2 of them are daylight and 1 of them is a bicolor. The bicolor just doesn't get very bright, so I've opted to stay away from the bicolor for now. My bicolor is also powered by the Sony battery, so then that works out pretty good. So if I take it outside, I can kind of color match that with the time of day. The daylight color panels don't do as well as the night starts to fall and it starts to get a little more amber, but right now I really haven't had any problems with them because I'm not shooting outside. So this again is the Amarin by Aputure 100D. It's a Bowman's mount LED light, and let's open it up and take a look. This is their budget series. This was $1.99, and I was able to get this not really early, but a little early, direct from Aputure itself. I know that all of the stores, the online stores, especially B&H and Autorama and Amazon, they don't have these available yet. So I was really stoked to be able to get this a little early. Well, let's see how this looks. Now, one of the ways that they're able to get us this light at this particular price is that they don't have any real carrying case for these. So we've got some cool Aputure stickers. We have the user's guide and product manual, user's guide, product manual. Here we've got the power supply, and it does have a very long lead on it, and it also has a way to mount this to your light stand. Put that off to the side. Here's the extra power cord. It does have Velcro, and what's really cool, hopefully you can see this, is it's lockable, so you don't have to worry about someone accidentally kicking this out and unplugging your light. Here is the light hood, and what's kind of funny is they've got this piece of foam, and they say to make sure that you remove that before you operate the light. And here is the light itself, and it is a really small little booger here. That's it for the box. So it does have a warning sticker on it to not touch the bulb surface. And this is probably why you want to read the product manual. So to release the Bowens mount on this particular Aputure, there is a slide lever here. You want to pull that back, and that will release it, so you're definitely guaranteed to get a very sturdy fit. Let's go ahead and plug this guy up real quick and see if we can take a look at how it works. And then what I'll do is I will run over and grab my light modifier, and I have a light stand over there we can put it up on and actually test it out real quick. And again, when this inserts, it does not come undone unless you, hopefully you can see this here, unless you actually release the unlock button. And it also has a lock on this end as well, so you really don't have to worry about this particular light coming undone. Alright, now here it is, and this is just at 1%. Wow. And we're only at 11. You can click this. Wow. You know, honestly, I was toying with the ideal of adding a second 200, but I can tell you now there's no way that I would ever need a 200 in here. Probably don't need I probably don't need two 100s either. So on the back here, make sure that you can see that. On the back here is a LED. You can either twist to increase or decrease the light, or you can actually press it and go in increments of 20. And this little dude puts out a little bit of heat now that my hand is sitting here right next to the light. So now that we've got that, there's the power. The power switch is back here. You've got a Bluetooth connection button here so that you can set it up with the Cyrus Link. You've got your LED panel, and you've got your light intensity adjustment. And then here, again, hopefully you can see this here, we've got the controller to actually, or the button that you press to actually unlink it. Otherwise, it's not coming out. And all the connections are set up that way. One of the other things that's kind of cool about this particular setup, which I liked, is that it has the umbrella support mechanism right here, so that you can add the umbrella rod right into it and begin using it that way. to adjust the neck is with this little wheel thumb lever, or this lever here. One thing that I like about it is it's not banging into the side of the body. This is for your light stand mount here, and although this is a plastic constructed light, it's actually a metal collar on the inside there. This particular button here is for securing your umbrella if you wanted to use it that way. So I'm going to turn this back on, kind of point it away, and one of the things I can tell you right now, it's really quiet. So I'm going to leave this on 100% for a second here. And I'm going to go grab the, oh wait a minute, I forgot. I've actually got this here that we can test. And that's a pretty strong and concentrated light. All right, so what I've done now is I've added the light shell, the light hood back on, and what I wanted to do now is see kind of how this light looks better. From what I can tell, it's kind of eliminated these shadows under my face, and seems to be a very pleasing light. And I've actually got it set, and I kid you not, on 2%. So just one of these lights is more than enough. We're going to crank that up. I went ahead and hooked this up to the their app. Here it is, and here is the light connected. Right now it's off, and this is at 40%, 50%, up to 100%. And we can tell that that's pretty darn bright. I mean, I can barely see. I need sunglasses. But I think right about here seems to be a good spot for the light. And they have some different dimming curves. I'm not exactly sure how those actually all work. They do have some different lighting effects. Here's fireworks. So it's kind of a pop and then off. We've got paparazzi. And what's really cool is I've got all of my lights, all of my Aputure lights kind of tied together, so I could actually fire off of this light that's over here also. But this is an explosion, and if it was bicolor, it would be adding some bicolor effects to it as well. Here's strobe. This is pulsing. And we'll stop those, and let's get this light back up. So I really like this particular feature, so I'll be able to actually sit down at the table, adjust the lights just kind of like how I want to get them set, and be able to take some good videos. So again, this is the Amaran 100D. You'll see this will become my main staple light in this room, so you should see a lot better video quality as we go forward. I'm shooting with the Nikon Z7 II in 4K with this light, and I'm really happy with the results. So Amaran 100D, 200 bucks, awesome light. As always, if this information is beneficial to you, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, help this channel out. I'd really appreciate it. This is Garrett from Garrett's Tech Lab. Peace.